Hello students, welcome to Aspire Defense, and this class will be taking up the NDA notification and will thoroughly see what are the details that has been given in the NDA examination 2026 cycle 2 has been already notified. May 20th is the notification date and the last date to apply is June 9th. Where you can apply? Applying upsconline.nic.in, only online applications through which you can apply, no offline or other avenues. So we'll go through the detailed notification. First, age limit, you go through the notification 1st January 2008, not earlier than 1st January 2008 and not later than 1st January 2011. If this is the criteria, and only unmarried male and female candidates can apply for this notification. So for Army, 10+2 equivalent from a recognized board university, and for Air Force and the Naval Wing, 10+2, that is 12 pass with physics, chemistry and mathematics from a recognized 11th and 12th board or the university. So those whose dream is to wear a uniform and become an officer and serve the country, this is the coveted opportunity for young minds like you, young students who have just cleared 12th and looking forward to become an officer to lead the nation. NDA, National Defense Academy and Naval Academy examination is a very good opportunity. And your dream is to make sure become an officer. We are there. Aspire Defense is there to help you, to guide you, to mentor you, to make sure you clear in the very first attempt. To know more about the NDA course and to join the NDA course, you can contact us where 7034561234. So contact this number and start your preparation from today. So contact again 7034561234. So we'll see through the notification very quickly and the important guidelines mentioned here. So date of notification already you know, it's been already notified, it's out 20th May. Then last date for filling up the notification is 9th June. Don't wait till the end date, okay? You might lose the examination center which you want because first come first serve basis. So make sure you have all the documents ready, whatever is asked in the notification. While applying, you need to have those documents ready and apply as early as possible. And the date of examination will be 13 September. So you have 3 months. If you dedicatedly prepare, okay, for 2 to 3 hours daily with discipline, with proper guidance and mentorship, this exam is easily crackable and you will be able to clear written examination as well as the next, which is SSB, with a confidence and with proper mentorship. So now applications are upsconline.nic.in. you have to apply through only online. And what is the thing you have to do here? First you have to go register in this website. You will be having a universal registration number. This URN is common for all the examination conducted by UPSC. Be it National Defense Academy, CDS, Civil Service, all the examination that is conducted by UPSC. This URN is a common first application form. After filling up of the examination specific form, for example, now you are writing NDA exam, you have to fill the NDA specific form after filling the URN. An application number is generated which is examination specific, that is NDA specific. URN has to be registered only once in a lifetime. So make sure you don't make mistake in a universal registration number. Universal registration number, your name, your parents' name, your 10th marks card ka date of birth, whatever is there in that should be properly put in the URN. Make sure you don't make any mistake because once you fill the URN, there will be only one chance to edit, one lifetime window, and they will not give any other chance to edit or make any amendments. So don't do any mistakes in the URN. Make sure you fill properly. URN is your basic details like name, parents' name, date of birth, as it is mentioned in your 10th SSLC, right? 10th marks card. So make sure you fill it without any mistake. Next, Eligibility, as I told, okay, the date and the subjects which has to be covered, which we saw in the first slide, should be properly seen into. So make sure that you are eligible with respect to age and with respect to the subjects for the specified forces, for the Navy, for the Air Forces, right? You need that physics, chemistry and mathematics in your 11th and 12th. So how to apply? Already told you. Go to this website. Okay, download this notification first. Go through this again with me in the video. Go through the notification in the PDF also. While applying, go to this website and fill your URN. Once you fill the URN, universal number, then the exam specific details you have to fill. Okay, there you have one common application form, one module, where all the details of yours, okay, your educational details, your academic background, everything will be asked. You have to fill in common application form. Then there is an exam specific module. Now we are writing NDA, right? National Defense Academy Examination. Only that specific module you have to fill, where it will only ask with respect to fees, the center you want, okay, the preferences if it is asked now or during the next stage, that will be asked in the exam specific module. And make sure there is only one-time edit facility for URN. Okay, universal registration number. If you do wrong, only one-time edit is there. That too when UPSC specifies it. Otherwise, there will be no chance given for you to edit your one-time universal registration number. Not only NDA, other examinations when you have to write also, you have to use this URN. So make sure you don't give any false or mistaken information in URN. Fill it very carefully. Okay, I can make one more session. If you have any doubts, please join our Telegram channel, okay, and contact us in the WhatsApp group if you have any doubts. We can help you with filling the application form also. I can come up with one video how to fill URN and other, okay, CAF, common application form, and the exam specific model how to fill. I can guide you guys also. So one time URN, and you have to have a passport size photo taken and you have to upload it. Then you have to authenticate with the live photo. Live photo, what you do? Stand somewhere or sit somewhere and take your phone and capture a live photo, clear photo, okay? Live photo should be captured along with the passport size photo which you have taken in your common application form. That also is there. And you have to upload a signature. How you have to upload a signature? Okay, sign 3 times, one below the other on a plain white paper using black ink, preferably black ballpoint pen you take and you sign. For example, my name is Subhash, so I'll sign. Okay, I'm just writing a name, but if it is a sign, this will be a sign in a white sheet. You sign like this. Okay, only black ink. Okay, use black ballpoint pen and sign like this. So make sure you sign like this. If this is your sign, one below the other, okay, in a white sheet, take the photo and you have to upload. Take the photo and you have to upload in your common application form. Is this clear? So next. So there are detailed instructions with respect to uploading live photo, sign, photographs. Photograph should be proper and as per the ratio mentioned by UPSC. Only your face and neck should cover. Properly you can edit in MS Paint, okay, Microsoft Paint, to make sure it is specified as per the instructions given. So withdrawal, there will be, okay, UPSC will not allow once you apply to withdraw your application. Further, no correction or alteration, modification in any field of the application is allowed after the submission. So make sure you fill it slowly, properly, without any mistakes. You can't do any amends once you submit your application. And ID card. Make sure you use your Aadhaar card as your primary ID card, because if you use other ID card, you have to reach the examination all half an hour before, and there some physical verification, some identity verification will happen if you give other ID cards like PAN card or voter ID or ration card. Okay, make sure, strongly advised to use their Aadhaar card as a ID document for easy, effortless and seamless verification. Okay, and when you give Aadhaar card, you give access also. Yes, I'll give access to the information of Aadhaar card to the UPSC to ensure that I am the aspirant who are writing, to authenticate the aspirant, the cadet. So make sure you use Aadhaar as your primary ID card. If you don't have Aadhaar ID card, then you can use other ID card also. But I will advise you to use Aadhaar ID card. If you don't have, most of them will have Aadhaar ID by this time. If you don't have, please apply and get the Aadhaar ID in the stipulated time. If you can't get, then you can use other ID cards like voter, school photo ID, passport, DL. Okay, many will not have DL. Only after 18 you will have DL. So you need to have other ID cards. So make sure you use Aadhaar only, because otherwise the authentication, so the scrutiny will be higher and it will take long time. During the examination, it will be little bit stressful too. So make sure you use Aadhaar. Last date, already I told you 6 p.m. of 9th June. Don't wait till 8th June or 9th June morning, try to apply. Okay, sometimes server will be busy, website might crash. So make sure you apply by this month end, okay, or within first week of June. Don't wait till the end of the day of the application. Okay, then e-admit card. 1 week, September 13th is the examination, right? 1 week before the examination, the issuance of the admit card will be given to your, in your URN. If you go login, in that admit card will be issued 1 week before. If Sunday is the exam, before that week, the Friday it will be issued. Then marking, you have to use black ball pen point. Okay, black ballpoint pen only, black ball pen only, no other pen, no other ink. You will be rejected if you use other ink, or other color or any other pen, gel pen, ink pen. If you use also, your application is bound to be rejected. Don't use pencil or ink pen. Okay, that is a OMR sheet, optical marker sheet, and you will have 4, these are objective papers, right? You have 120 question in maths and 150 question in the general ability test paper. So make sure you take 2 or 3 black ballpoint pen, your admit card, 2 passport size photos which you have uploaded, and what you have to have, ID card, preferably Aadhaar card in the exam center. That's it, nothing else. Okay, and we'll come in the upcoming sessions, we'll tell how to fill roll number, this one and all. Now we'll see what are the, these are also, once you have written the examination, they'll release the provisional answer keys, and you can also raise any objections within the 5 days once the exam time frame is over and they have released the provisional answer key. Help desk is there. If you need any help, you can ask directly with UPSC also. This is the helpline number. So go through the notification and see this helpline number in the 4th page of the notification. Then no mobile phones, no arrangements for safekeeping. So if you're going with parents, give any electronic devices, including digital watch, you have to keep it outside. Okay, don't carry anything. Only, I think, analog watch is allowed. Sometimes they will not allow that also. You can ask the exam invigilator for the time also if they don't allow analog watch also, but make sure no mobile phones, even in switched off condition, and no digital equipments are allowed. You will be strictly punished if they find any digital devices, even though you are not using for cheating or any purposes. Now it has become very strict. So make sure you don't carry any digital tools with you like digital watch or mobile phones, even mistakenly also. Okay, no safekeeping, and commission will not be responsible. Even though you can keep it in the bag and keep it outside, but if it is lost, no one will be responsible. So make sure you have the arrangements properly made. Then 30 minutes you have to report. That will, after that, gates will be closed. So make sure you reach early before. Now we'll see, and face authentication also will be there. Okay, so make sure you reach 45 minutes, 1 hour early. If 9:30 is the examination, you reach by 8:30. Gate will be closed if 9:30 is the examination. So make sure you go 1 hour before to the exam center, and face authentication is there. Okay, candidates should apply only in online. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can contact UPSC. You can contact us in the given number. Okay, the number is in the description of the YouTube also. No other mode is allowed, and government now is starting, and the armed forces is now starting for women inclusion in the armed forces also. Okay, so make sure not only boys. Okay, if you have friends who are girls who wants to apply, wants to join armed forces, make sure you tell them about this opportunity, and they can also apply for the NDA examination. Clear? So admission for Army, Navy, Air Force, 13 September is the examination. Okay, 128th Indian Naval Academy course and 158th course of Army, Navy and Air Force. The services are Army, Navy. In Air Force flying, you have ground duties non-technical, and you have Naval Academica 10+2 cadet entry scheme. So 198 males for Army, 10 female, 208 in Army. Navy may 37 for male, 5 for female, 42. These are all officer posts. Flying 90 for male, 2 for female. Ground duties 16 for male, 2 for female, and ground duties non-technical 8 for male, 2. So totally 92 flying, ground duty technical 18, ground duty non-technical 10. Okay, and Naval Academy 21 for male, that is boys, and 3 for girls, 24. Totally 394 vacancies. Though common examination is conducted for boys and girls, the marks to which the girls get will be separately allotted the ranks for the female vacancies. Examination is same, but once the marks is allotted for the female vacancies, separately the marks of all the girls are given separately. They are not competing with males. So with the seats you have, all the girls can apply, and they are eligible for the 24 seats out of 394. So that's what they are telling in this. They've published vacancy for men and women separately. So even though exam is the same, rank will be separately for the men and women, for the boys and girls, for the future officers, right? So the preparation of written results and final merit list for men and women in the NDA Naval Academy for these categories will also be done separately. Exam is same, but the merit list will be separately. And you have to give service preference in the order of 1 to 4. All that, Army, Navy, Air Force, you can give the service preference. If you don't give service preference, then, candidates should note that they'll be considered for appointment for those services only which they express preferences. If you don't give preference, you will not be considered for the appointment of that service. Okay, whichever you want to enter, give that first preference, then the other services you give. If you don't want to enter that service, then if you don't give, you will not be considered for the appointment of the service. Even if you get rank, you will not be recommended because the service which you chose will not have any vacancies for your rank. So make sure you give all the preference. No request for addition or alteration of the preferences is there once you indicate. So make sure you give preferences properly. You sit, you can contact us to the number, you can talk to us, and you can make sure you give preference properly, and you can make sure your preparation is also streamlined properly with mentors who have cleared this examination and who have guided the students multiple times and made sure they have cleared to become officers. And it's mandatory you have to give at least one, otherwise no service will be allocated. And admission to the above courses will be basis of what? Results of the written examination plus intelligence and personality, the SSB, Services Selection Board test. That marks will be included along with the written examination for the recommendation. These are the centers of examination. Go through, make sure you apply early, because these centers, once the strength is filled, will become invisible, will not be allowed afterwards. There will be ceiling on the number of candidates except Chennai, Dispur, Kolkata and Nagpur. So first come, first allot basis. So make sure you have all the documents required ready to fill your URN, your common application form and the examination form, and you fill it before only. So apply early so that they could get a center of choice. And no request for the change of examination center once allotted will be entertained by UPSC. Conditions of eligibility: should be citizen of India, you should be a subject of Nepal or a person of Indian origin. Then you have some rules with respect to if you are a subject of Nepal or if you are PIO, person of Indian origin. Normally citizen of India. Okay. Only unmarried. Okay, not married. And if you get married even after 12th, if you have joined in the training process, if you get married also, you'll be discontinued from the course. So only unmarried male, female candidates born not earlier than, please make sure this, 1st January 2008 and not late than 1st January 2011 are eligible. From 1st 2008, 1st Jan 2008 to 1st Jan 2011, 3-year ka window. Okay. The date of birth will be as entered in your SSLC, 10th standard, okay, matriculation or SSLC, secondary school living certificate. That will be your, okay, original date of birth. You might have separate, but whatever mentioned in the 10th date of birth will be your accepted date of birth here. Okay, once it is submitted in your URN, online application form and entered in the record of the commission, okay, it cannot be changed. So make sure you give properly. Okay, exercise due care while entering the date of birth in your URN. Any variation is found in this date, okay, disciplinary action will be taken. You can be denied the seat even after clearing. No addition, deletion, changes are allowed in the online application form. Okay, and only one time you can change the URN. One edit will be given. That too when UPSC decides. So make sure you don't do any mistake. And you see here, candidate must undertake not to marry until they complete their full training. In between, if you, okay, marry, okay, too quick to marry, okay, just you guys are 18. So make sure you need to give an undertake also not to marry till you complete your training also. So educational qualification for Army Wing, 12th class, okay, 10+2 from recognized. For Air Force and Naval, as I told, 10+2. And Naval Academy, physics, chemistry and mathematics should be your 10th, 11th and 12th subjects. Okay. Candidates who are appearing in the 12th class under 10+2 pattern of school also can apply. However, once who qualify the SSB interview but could not produce 10+2 equivalent certificate in original time of SSB, you need to forward duly self-attested photocopies to Direct General. Once you clear, we can talk about this, okay, by 10 June 2020-27. So, who are not allowed? Candidates appearing in the 11th class exam are not eligible for this examination. The age factor, and if you are in the 12th standard, you can apply, okay. Age from 2008 to 11, and if you are 12th. But if you are still in 11th class, you are not eligible. Those candidates who have yet to qualify in the 12th class or equivalent examination are allowed to appear in UPSC. This is a special concession given. Okay, not sure it doesn't ensure you a seat in the NDA, but you have to submit, okay, proof of passing 12th examination by the date 10 June 2027. If you have cleared written examination and if you have recommended in the SSB also in the final merit list, then you have to give your 12th ka proof that you have cleared by 10 June 2027. And one more note, those candidates who have failed CPSS, Computerized Pilot Selection System, or PABT, Pilot Aptitude Battery Test earlier, are now eligible for only Air Force ground duty branches, technical, non-technical, not flying branches. Only one opportunity will be given for you to clear, okay, PABT, CPSS for the flying branch. So make sure if you have already given and this is your second or third attempt and you have failed this, you are not eligible for the Air Force flying branch, but you are eligible for the other ground branches. And you have to be fit, physical standard, both physically and mentally you have to be fit, and thorough medical examination will happen. However, That we will see in the next one more video. Candidate who has registered or withdrawn on disciplinary grounds from any of the training academy of armed forces is not eligible. If you have withdrawn, okay, or if you have resigned already, if you have joined, then you will not be eligible. Fees, except scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and female candidates and wards of JCOs, NCOs and ORs as specified, okay, will have exemption. Others have to pay fee of 100 rupees. And also, if you have certificates like OBC must be, okay, you should not come under the creamy layer, and OBC of the central government, not the state government. And if you have EWS government. However, that is not required for NDA examination, but if still you have to update in your, okay, URN, you can do it provided you have the latest certificate, OBC for the central and EWS for the central government applications. And SC/ST also applications you can apply, that will be exempted from 100 rupees if you are female, SC/ST and wards of JCO, NCOs and ORs. Others have to pay nominal 100 rupees. Okay, you can pay through online using UPI or banking, net banking you can do. Okay, make sure you apply, and candidates belong to scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and specified, okay, who are not required to pay any fees. No fee exemption is however available to OBC EWS candidates. You can apply your status of category like OBC EWS, but no fees exemption is there for OBC EWS. Only scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and women candidates who are applying. Okay, how to apply? Already I told you, you have to fill first your URN. Only one time it is universal registration number, then your CAF common application form, then finally your examination specific module along with the fees and the center selection you have to do. Okay, only one time edit facility which I told you, live photo capture along with the photo which you have taken passport size, uploading of signature of the photograph. Okay, you have to make sure the rules which are there while applying the application in the application form, you have to see through it. You have to make sure it is properly, all the applications, all the uploads are subject to those guidelines which are mentioned in the application form. Okay, preferably Aadhaar, all this you have to give. And the result of the examination will be announced in the month of October 2026, UPSC has mentioned. They have given the provision keys. You know the cutoff of the last 4-5 years. It is around 350 to 360. If you are scoring well above that, you can prepare for the SSB. Okay, here at Aspire Defense, our goal is to make sure your dream to become officer is properly streamlined and come true. So once you are joining our SSB, okay, our NDA batch, then SSB is completely free for the students who qualify this written examination. For more details to join, okay, our NDA batch for the September 2026, this examination, contact. The link is in description below and the number is also given below. So SSB will be completely free. Once October 2026 written examination is given, next they will be called for SSB. Okay, Army, Navy, Air Force, whichever preference have given and you are selected, okay, respective SSB boards will call you for the 5-day personality and interview. Okay, where they look for officer-like qualities, right? 15 OLQs they look for. Okay, all candidates called for SSB interview must carry their original 10th matriculation certificate to the SSB. Okay, originals will have to be produced by the candidates. Whatever they ask for the originals, you have to produce. Okay, who qualified the SSB interview. Soon after the interview, they call for document verification. There you have to give it and verify. Okay, all these are SSB details. Once you clear written examination, we can look into very detailedly. Last date, as I told you, 9 June 2026. And for SSB, they'll be giving you traveling allowance if you're appearing for the first time. Okay. And any inquiry, communication when you do, you can do it at upscsoap@nic.in and it should include the following particulars: name, course number and year of examination, URN, your application number, your roll number if you have received, name of the candidates in full and in block letters, capital letters, complete postal address as given in the application which you fill, and valid and active registered email ID. You should have registered with the UPSC and with a registered mobile number. Okay. If you don't have in this proper format, then communication will not be accepted by UPSC. Okay. After having cleared the written examination, the candidate should log into following website for the SSB center and the date of interview. You can see with joinindianarmy.nic.in, joinindiannavy.gov.in to see your SSB centers once you have cleared written examination. The candidate with the Air Force as first choice are also to register on same, the www.joinindianarmy.nic.in for Air Force Selection Board and the date which SSB is going to happen. Clear? Okay. So, SSB interview for the candidates qualified in the written examination is likely to be held in the month of December 2026 to January 2027. Okay, for all the queries, you can again contact this. So I hope this is clear. Now, same thing, flying branch. If you have failed PABT, you cannot apply again for the flying branch. Okay, this is with related to application. Now, scheme of the examination, which you already must have known, must have studied. Mathematics, paper 1, general ability test, paper 2, both are 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours exam. Okay, mathematics is code 1, you have to fill in the examination hall in your, okay, OMR. Then general ability 02 is the code, 2.5 hours. It includes 900 marks. Once you clear written examination only, you will be eligible for the SSB. So here at Aspire Defense will make sure, okay, will guide you properly through structured classes, through live mocks, through practice mocks, through live sessions with the teachers, with dedicated mentors who know this exam in and out, will help you to clear NDA. If you are confused, if you are struggling, if you want guidance, Aspire Defense is there with you. We are there with you to make sure you clear National Defense Academy examination. We'll give you the all tools required to help you navigate through these processes. Okay, and once you clear NDA, the SSB selection, so that training and that process also will be taken care free of cost with Aspire Defense. So for more information, you contact us today, right now. The link is in description. Okay, all are objective type question. There will be a optical marker sheet, OMR sheet, right? Where you have to give your responses. You have to fill the bubble. You have to use only black ball pens. Okay, and the question paper is set bilingually with English and with Hindi. You can choose any of the language except in the GIT paper. For the English paper question, only English will be there. Except English of GIT, other questions will be in both bilingual, English and Hindi. And no scribe will be there. You have to write in your own hand. Okay, in question wherever necessary. Okay, SI units of systems will be measured. You cannot use any calculator, okay, any digital tools, only your pen and paper, and any rough sheets if required also will be given in the examination hall. You need not carry anything inside examination hall except your admit card, okay, your ID card and black ballpoint pen. This is clear? Not to use any calculators or sheets, okay, will be provided if needed in the examination hall itself. So mathematics, thoroughly go through the important units, algebra, matrices and determinants, trigonometry, analytical geometry, differential calculus, integral calculus, vector algebra, statistics and probability. There are 8 units given, but there are 3-4 units where 80 plus questions come from in UPSC, and within the 2.5 hours frame, how to do, it's not your 10th or 12th examination where you have to solve all 120 questions. This is a game of time. It's a game of cat and mouse where time is running, and you should ensure you get maximum marks out of the limited time and attend maximum question possible. That should be your motto. That's where we can come and help you, guide you properly to make sure you get maximum out of mathematics paper 1 and the paper 2 GAT. GAT, typically you might have studied in your high school 8th, 9th, 10th. However, you need specific focused preparation for English, the general knowledge part, physics, chemistry, biology. If you are a PCMB student, physics, chemistry, maths, bio student, your 11th and 12th, this will be bit easy. Already you would have prepared. In your 12th, if you are there, you have to specifically prepare for the 12th units. Okay, in your 12th standard, 12th unit for physics, chemistry, biology will be asked. And GK. GK includes, this is physics, chemistry, bio, and general knowledge includes history. History includes ancient Indian history, medieval Indian history, few topics, and modern Indian history, mainly freedom movement. Okay, freedom movement from 1857 revolts, the Indian history will be asked. Then elementary study on Indian constitution, Indian governance, Indian administration, on 5-year plans of India, on geography questions will be asked. Okay, geography questions will be asked. And some of the issues that is happening, which are in news, the current events, sports, defense, okay, international relations, these questions, organizations which are in news, some reports which are in news can be also asked. Every section, English, 200 marks, general science, which includes physics, chemistry, biology that you study in your 11th and 12th, 200 marks. History, geography, some questions of polity and current affairs, okay, again will be 200 marks. Out of 600 marks, all these 3 subjects, English, science and GK, okay, general knowledge, each carries 200 marks. And this paper is the most scoring, not just the paper 1, but this paper 2 is the most scoring. That thorough guidance also will be given in Aspire Defense. For those who want to apply it, who are confused, who want help, please contact. And then SSB, also 15 OLQs, officer like quality will be seen, and UPSC will recommend of all the students who have that qualities, and based on the marks of both written examination and SSB, the final merit list will be announced. Okay, this is a 5-day process which we will talk later. And what are the articles permitted? Clipboard or hardboard, nothing is written, transparent, and a good quality black ball pen, 1 or 2 ball pen, you carry extra pen. Okay, any other things are not allowed. Calculator, okay, bag, notes, phones, okay, nothing is allowed. And if you get caught, you will be banned not only with this NDA examination, for the other final examination, other examinations which you take also, and you will be proceeding, UPSC will be proceeding with very disciplinary actions. So make sure you don't carry any things even by mistake. And these objective questions, there is a penalty. Okay, for every right question, for maths you'll get 2.5 marks, total 300 marks. For GAT you'll get 4 marks, total 600 marks. And if you do negative, 1/3 of the right question ka marks will be deducted. Okay, in maths 1/3 of 2.5, in GAT 1/3 of 4, that is 1.33 marks will be deducted for the negative answer. And if you attempt 2, 1 right, 1 wrong, I'll attempt 2, I will round off 2 for the same question also, it is considered as negative. However, if you don't attempt, 0 marks. Okay, neither deducted nor marks will be awarded if you don't attempt the question. Clear? No unfair means, and you should not create any problem or ruckus. You can request, you can talk to the examiner there properly, but don't misbehave or create any disobedience in the examination. All you will be subject to again disciplinary proceedings. Okay, and you have to write with black ball pen only. Your examination center, subject code. Okay, this will be the this will be your sheet, center, subject, subject code, roll number. This is just an example. If Delhi, Delhi, if Bangalore, Bangalore, if Chennai, Chennai, then subject. First paper is mathematics, then general ability test. For a mathematics, subject code is 01, second paper 02. And whatever roll number has been issued in your admit card, you have to fill, and you have to fill the OMR accordingly. So booklet series will be there, ABCD. You have to fill that also properly like this. Subject code 01. Don't fill 01 in the same column, my friend. 0, this one, 1, this one. If roll number is like that, 0586, 05, next column 8, next column 6. So make sure the particular number which is mentioned above will be filled in the below column properly. Okay. For example, roll number 081267. What will you do? 0, then 8, you will fill here only. Please don't do that mistake. Second column 8, third column 1, fourth column 2, fifth column 7, sixth column 6. This practice where you should do, take the OMR sheet, you have to do some mock tests, and you will prepare for the examination also, written examination also, and you will have practice of filling the OMR sheet properly also. So don't make any mistake. UPSC will not be responsible for any mistakes you do here. And if you don't fill anything here, and if your marks card is not corrected, then you alone are responsible for the mistake you have done here. Okay. And physical, there will be thorough medical checkup once you have cleared and recommended for SSB. So no deformity should be there. Okay. Or rejected subsequently on medical grounds also, few students. So you should make sure that you are physically fit, mentally fit, and any small defects are also properly taken care of. And tattoos, okay, only permitted on inner face of forearm, that is from inside the elbow to the wrist. Okay, not this side. Okay, tattoos also there is strict guidelines and rules. So medical procedure will be conducted, medical checkup will be conducted thoroughly. All the medical standards, no, it is given in this PDF, Joint Order Manual of Medical Standards for Entry into Armed Forces, the first edition. You can go and download from this website, www.joinindianarmy.nic.in, under home page, policies. In policies, officer selection, in that medical standard for entry into armed forces. Go there and thoroughly check. Okay, make sure you are physically, mentally fit. However, this is not given in the notification, in this second notification. However, from the first notification, we know that height requirements are there minimum. For the NDA, standard minimum height is 150 cm for boys and 152 cm for girls. To join the Army and Navy. For the Air Force Flying Branch, minimum height is 162.5 for both centimeter, 162.5 centimeter for both boys and girls. And if you are under the age of 18, 2 centimeter growth allowance is also given. However, this all is mentioned in this PDF, Joint Order Manual of Medical Standard. Go through it and check through it and make sure you are eligible with respect to height also. Okay. 2 centimeter exemption also will be given, and you should be fit physically and mentally. Okay. So this is with respect to service, with respect to allowance. UPSC, once you clear and you become officers, okay, during the training, there might be some fees, but allowance also will be given. Once you become officers, okay, enough payment, country will be taking care of you, because you officers are taking care of the country, our armed forces. So there are, okay, payment benefits, there are gratuity benefits, there are medical benefits given to you and your family that you can go through once you clear this examination, once you deserve, once you become officer, or if you want for the motivation, for the inspiration, you can go through in detail as well. However, at this point of time, it is not important. And some states might give scholarship also, that is mentioned here. Try, if there are any schemes that are there, you can apply, and if you are able to get the scholarship from respective states, that is also a welcome step as well. Clear? They have mentioned here. However, some states might give or might not give based on the present status. So just try, if there are scholarships to specific NDA examination in your specific states, then you can definitely apply. Okay. For all the states they have mentioned, try to apply, see if you can get any financial assistance and scholarship if you clear NDA examination. And the selected candidates for these three services, that is Army, Navy, Air Force, are given preliminary training in both academic and physical for a period of 3 years at the NDA Academy. Okay, Pune, Khadakwasla, if you are Army. All the cadets on passing out will be awarded degrees from JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University. Army cadets, BSc in Computer BA. I think BE also they are eligible, but they have not still mentioned in the notification. We'll see. Navy cadets, BTech degree again. Air Force cadets, BTech degree or BSc in Computer Science. All the BTech degree that will be taken care by the Armed Forces itself. While you are trained, okay, you are becoming an officer, the education of yours also will be taken care by the Army, Navy and Air Force. Okay. The selected candidates for the Naval Academy, this is Army, Navy, Air Force, also will be training both physical for 4 years at Indian Naval Academy, Erimala. The cadets, okay, will be awarded BTech degree for the Naval Academy as well. Okay. The Army cadets are known as gentlemen cadets and lady cadets, okay, are given military training in Army, Navy, Air Force respective. Okay, Naval cadets, Air Force cadets, all will be given that honor, that respect, that discipline once you become officers. So these are the terms and conditions. You have fixed stipend, okay. 56,100 is your basic salary, which goes on increasing, and the ranks are there, okay. For Army, for Navy, Air Force, the ranks are there, allowances are there. All this you can go through once. These are not, however, required at this point of time. However, if you want to go through and see the allowances and the pay benefits that are given is mentioned here, and the promotional avenues from in Army, you will be joining as Lieutenant to, you can reach up to General. In Navy, Sub-Lieutenant to Admiral. In Air Force, Flying Officer to Air Chief Marshal. Okay. The top positions, the General in the Army, the Admiral in the Navy, and Air Chief Marshal in the Air Force. You will have equal opportunity to lead and to get promoted to this level. Okay. Retirement benefits will be there, gratuity, pensions, okay, casualty pensionary award, all will be awarded, and leave also will be admissible as per the rules of the trade services. So, my friends, if your dream, okay, of wearing uniform, if you're dreaming, if you're aspiring, and if you need any help, any support, Aspire Defense is there. We are with you. You can call us if you want proper guidance, okay, and mentorship with full course. You can join our NDA batch. The course has already started, okay. You can contact us and you can download the app Aspire Defense. We have some of important resources that are required to clear NDA examination, both free and paid. Okay. If you want to join our batch for the September examination, contact 7034561234. So see you in the class soon, and let your journey to become officers begin from today. Let it begin with us also. Contact us. See you soon. Take care.